He's the president of the Greater Idaho Movement, and he joins us this evening. We're excited to welcome you, Mike. Thank you for being here tonight. So we wanted to
Hey,
start.
thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
No, thank you for allowing us to be here.
Well, we're excited to have you. We wanted to start with the measures on the ballot. Can you explain specifically what they actually do?
Yeah, when we started this movement, end of 2019, the beginning of 2020, we decided that the best way to do this, we wanted to find out what the citizens of each county, how they felt about this, and not just make an assumption, because we're all grassroots. We're starting from the people up type movement. We're not politicians or anything like that. So we decided to take it county by county and say, do you want to start looking into the possibility of your county becoming a county of Idaho? And to date, we've got 11 out of the 15 Eastern Oregon counties that have voted favorably to it, almost 60% across the board, some cases a little bit higher, some cases a little bit lower. But that's the way a people up movement starts. You don't make an assumption, you don't put mandates on them, you ask them what they think.
Really interesting. So some voters, Mike, we know have said that the yes vote was an opportunity to be heard by politicians in the state capitol. Do you believe that's a reason for this movement at all?
Well, I think that's a side benefit. I mean, it sends a message to the Oregon legislature that you have a problem in rural Oregon. And if you don't want to deal with the problem, then let us go. We feel closer to those folks that are over in Idaho, and we want to join with them.
So for the people in the counties who don't think this is a good idea, do you have a proposal, Mike, to get them on board?
You know, I think as this movement moves on, and again, it's step by step, when it gets into the legislature and the facts start coming out, you start looking at the advantages of being a citizen of Idaho. Law enforcement, less taxes, you know, people of similar benefits, similar traditional values that are out there. And once they start looking at these facts, and especially now since we've got a Republican candidate for governor who has seceded the election to Tina Kotek, who is, you know, Governor Brown's buddy, it looks like we're in for a rough road in the future here in Oregon.
So redrawing borders would be felt hard by minimum wage earners. This is one of the concerns. Their hourly minimum could drop from $12.50 an hour to $7.25 under Idaho law. So how do you alleviate some of those fears?
Well, first of all, you've got to look at the facts. Only 2% of the workers in Idaho are working at minimum wage. And when you start mandating minimum wage, companies have to raise their prices to cover it. Nobody gains anything. So why not let businesses dictate the wages that they're going to pay their people based on their needs and whether or not a person is capable of doing the job?
So we have about 30 seconds. What would be the benefit to Idaho, would you say, if this were to happen?
Well, moving the border like this moves about 386,000 rural Oregonians to become Idahoans. In the 2020 election, presidential election, 70% of those people voted Republican, whereas you ended up with Idaho at 64% were voting Republican. So we would be adding a big chunk of people to Idaho. And with everybody moving into Idaho, all of a sudden they got more land to expand back the other way, and you're going to have a wider area for people to move into.
Well, it's an interesting argument. Mike McCarter, thank you for making it tonight. We appreciate your time.
Thank you very much for having us. And watch greateridaho.org. We're moving. We're not giving up.
We'll keep our eyes on it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.